What is going on, YouTube family? Welcome back to another episode where we're just going to be doing another back test on the NASDAQ100 using resistance and support and the moving averages. So moving average 20 and moving average 200. So let me turn these things on, right? And we're going to be doing it on a 5-minute time frame. And normally I would turn on sessions for the back test, but however, because I'm only playing around in these zones, right, there's no need for me to do that. So just to explain how I'm going to be doing this back test. So this back test that I'm doing is my actual strategy that I use in regards to trading. Okay, it gives me good results. Sometimes I get it wrong, but it gives me good results in terms of my overall risk management, so it helps, right? So this thick line that you see in the middle, that is the resistance or support level, right? So this one right here is a resistance and support level. These intermittent lines that you see at the top here and the ones you see at the bottom over here, okay, these are my zones. So these are my zones, right? So if price is in this zone, as long as I have an idea what direction it's moving in, right, I will then I would aim to place it in this zone, right? Place a trade in this zone, and I will target this zone here as profit. That is what I would normally do, right? Okay. Now, if it goes lower than that, right, then obviously it's gone into the zone. So normally I play this situation in this zone one or two ways. Either A, so normally when I set up the trade, just to recap, just to make sure that what I'm saying is kind of making a little bit of sense, right? So if I'm placing a trade from the very beginning, right, is I will set my trade here in this zone, and I will set my TP over here somewhere, right, on this line right here, right? Now, say for example, as price is going down, I then begin to feel confident that it's going to go down lower. I may move my TP from where it is and drag it down lower or even below, right, and then use to lock in what I need to lock in as we head towards the next resistance or support level, right? Now, in my last backtest videos, I like to use these buttons, right, because obviously it shows the pricing and everything like that. It looks really cool. But in all fairness, when it comes to obviously visually seeing it, especially with pending orders, because I use pending orders a lot in this situation, this thing really doesn't work well. So I don't know if TradingView is going to sort it out. They might do, they might not. But if they do, great. If they don't, then obviously it is what it is. We'll work with the short and long positions that it has. So you just have to manually just go in there and place it. So now that I've got all of that covered, we're going to begin the back test, okay? And the first thing I'm going to do is looking at this zone, looking at where price is coming to. So price has come into this area twice already, all right, okay? So I'm fairly confident it's going to break down. I'm looking at the structure over here, okay? And I'm going to take that trade as it's going to come back down again. I could be wrong, but bottom line is that is the name of the game. So I'm just going to take a short position. I'm going to bring it to this zone over here. And then I'm going to bring my TP to about this level. Let me use this so it can really help. Yep. So you want to make sure that my stop loss is above these wicks over here, and my TP is just on this zone right here. So with all of that covered, we're going to hit play and we're going to see what happens. So let me hit stop there. So had this been an actual trade, right, I would have lost, because as soon as price opened at the level that I pull it in at, it shot all the way up and then it came all the way down. Let me just have a quick look to see, because I had it down there. Actually, do you know what? Let me put this trade back where it was, so dead on this line over here, right? And then I'm going to go back to where it was, right? And then we're going to hit play. And then we're going to hit play and then see what happens if I was indeed stopped out. Yeah, I was stopped out. Yep, that was right. So, okay, cool. So the first trade's gone bad. It's gone wrong, right? So we're going to eat that one. And what I'm then going to do, because it's just outside of this zone over here, I'm going to put in another sell. So I'm going to put in another sell. I'm going to put the sell right under here, right under where price is. And I'm going to bring my stop back to where it was originally. And then we're going to see what happens. If I lose this one, then obviously I'm going to wait for another opportunity elsewhere. Okay. So that's going, so far that's going good. And I always recommend, guys, that you always do a back test. You always back test as often as you can. It's actually something that I heard in I think it's Chinese or Japanese proverbs or whatever. I think Bruce Lee says something along the lines of, I don't fear the man that has practiced 1,000 kicks, but I fear the man that has practiced one kick 1,000 times, right? That's what you kind of want to do when you're trading. You want to practice, and it makes everything so much clearer when you actually enter into the markets to actually put in live trades. So with all of these things that I do in regards to backtesting, right, the aim is just to refine my skill. It's just to make me better, right? So, and I'll practice it on different types of time frames just to see how good it actually is, if it's any good, right? If it's no good, then obviously we'll just leave it as that. So first thing, let me stop right here. So another thing is I will manually close the position, right, if it goes above this resistance support level right here. So if it goes above it, I will manually close the position, because then I'll know that price is moving against me. And already I kind of want to close this position already. Do you know why? Because we have a cross of the MA, the MA200 and the MA20. So it's crossed right here, okay? Now, why do I want to get out of this trade right now? It's because it's crossed, and there's a very good chance that price will begin to shoot up to the upside. So I know that I'm in a bad spot at the moment. So what I'm going to do at this point in time is I'm going to bring my stop down to this level over here. So this is where the resistance support level is, right? And if it goes past it, then obviously we've lost. So we'd have lost 2 trades on the 5 minute. We did so much better on the 15 minute, but on the 5 minute, my first 2 trades haven't gone good at all. I was in a little bit of profit, no trailing stop, and obviously this is where it's at. So we could go very bad, but let's see how it goes. Let's just see how it goes. It's still early days. So let's see how it goes. Okay. Okay, so let's stop. So now I'm out of this trade. I've lost this one as well. I've lost this trade as well. So now it's above said level. Okay, so it's above said level. So I'm going to turn on the FX sessions. So we're actually trading in sessions when I'm actually active. So we're going to keep these there. We just say, I don't know, I couldn't sleep and I decided to trade through the night, right? So we just say that. So we're going to keep these boxes there, which are the sessions. And we're going to hit play. Because I tried using the sessions in the other one, it just started to annoy me a little bit. But it was mainly because of all the information that comes out when you click on these buttons over here. So this is, I don't want to click it, but these ones over here, the buys and the sells. Okay. So London's now open, right? So this is the time when I can operate. And I can see price is getting close to this level right here. Okay, and this is a good level because of where it broke down from. So I'll be looking for sells as soon as it gets into this zone over here. And also just to add as well, like if this was an actual live trade that I was doing, right, I literally would be using the higher time frames to help me make the decisions in terms of how I plan to trade. So I wouldn't be exclusively relying on the 5 minutes. I'll be using higher time frames as well. Okay. So what I need is another push. I actually could have done something when it came up to this zone over here, but it wasn't good enough for me. It was still in this zone, so I left it. So we're just going to see how it goes. Okay, so now we're in the zone, right? We actually are in the zone. Let's see what it does. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with a sell. So I'm going to come in with a sell right now. I'm going to place a sell right here. I'm going to put my stop right here, which is a decent level for where it is. And I'm going to keep my TP flexible, right? So this is where I'm going to set my TP to, but I'll be bringing in a trailing stop once it goes below this level right here. That's when I'll be bringing in my trailing stop. So let's hit play and let's see if I get any goodies. Okay, so back in New York time now. New York, New York. Jeez. Look at that. Okay, let me assess the situation clearly. Let me just assess the situation, because I don't think I would have lost this one. I don't think I would have lost this one. Let me see where I put my stop. You know, I'm going to eat that one. I'm going to eat that one. Really, in all fairness, I would not have lost it. Why? Because let me just see where it was, where I had my stop. Actually, I would have lost it. I would have lost this trade. I would have lost this trade, and I would have been mad as hell for losing that trade. So I would have lost this trade. So far, 3 trades and they've all gone bad on the 5 minute. It looks like I should stay away from the 5 minute and stick to the time frame I normally use, which is the 1 hour. Okay, so let's go. Let's go. Okay, right. So price is now broken through. So it's gone down to this zone over here. Got to this zone, and now it's shot all the way up. So it's at almost. So it's basically flown through this level right now, right? So let me just tighten this whole thing up and let's see what we've got sitting in this particular zone. So we don't really have anything at the moment sitting in this zone right now. We don't really have anything at the moment sitting in this zone. And okay, all right. So we're gonna let this play out. Okay. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's have a look. So what I think I'm going to do is I want to wait and see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another one right here. I'm going to put another one. Where is it? I'm going to put another one. So I'm going to put a pending sell right here, and I'm going to bring my stop down here. Another thing with this zone as well is it really works really well as a risk management tool, okay? Because you know, as long as you're placing a trade inside of this zone right here, okay, you know roughly how much you're risking, because I've kind of calculated the overall size of this whole zone right here, and the size of this zone is 40 pips. So it's 40 pips. So if I get it in the middle and my stop loss is a little bit lower, it's just super tight. So a worst case scenario, the most I can ever lose on any trade that I take, providing I'm avoiding news days with slippage and all that kind of stuff, it would be 40 pips, right? That's the most I can lose if I stick to these rules. Okay. So this trade didn't pan out. It didn't pan out, so we're going to get rid of that. I thought it was going to shoot up, but it didn't. So we're just going to wait to see if it actually does go up. And if it does, then we'll catch it at the top. Okay, so it's gone back into this zone right here. So this is the zone that it's in at the moment, okay? So now what I'm waiting to see is if it's going to start consolidating, and I believe it's going to start consolidating, and it is going to break down just because of the size of this wick over here. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the sell, and I just hope I don't lose this one as well. I just hope I don't lose this one as well. So this is where my stop's going to be, and we're going to set TP down here by bringing my trailing stop on this zone right here. So let us go. Okay, we're in. At least give me TP, man. Okay, boom. So not only did we get it, or not only did we get a the target that I would have wanted, we got it all the way down to TP as well. So I would have had a trailing stop, and I would have gained all of that as well. So that's fantastic. I love the fact that it happened in this way. So we've done 1, 2, 3 trades already, okay, right? And with this one trade already, we have made back some of our losses, but we're still in the red. We are still in the red. We're nowhere near clear. We haven't broken even with our losses. So there's still quite a fair bit of work we need to do. Okay, so let's see what happens in this zone, because now we're in another zone as well. We're in another zone. This is this zone right here. Okay, so I'm just going to draw it out so at least it pops in you for you guys to see. So this is another zone that we're in right now. Okay, as you can see, we're between it. So now I need to see what price is going to do at this zone. So it's pulled back. I could put in another sell, right? I could put in another sell. Actually, a part of me wants to put in another sell, believe it or not. Let me have a look to see what we're actually looking at. Let's have a look. Another thing as well that is important for me to add. So normally in this situation, I would go into the higher time frame to figure out what's going on, right? But because I'm testing out this concept and I want to make sure that it's fully solid without me adding in all of the special A's that I would be adding in to help me figure out what's going on, I'm solely restricting myself to the 15-minute. To the 5-minute, right? So normally I would go into a higher time frame to figure out the direction of where everything is going, right? But the reason why I'm not doing that is because first off, I want to see how solid this is on its own with what I already know about the markets, all right? Then once I bring in all of the additional stuff that I will be bringing in when I am trading, that's what's going to make the trades that much more powerful. And should I ever get to the stage of the YouTube channel where I have membership, okay, these are the things that I'll be showing in the memberships in its entirety. So everything that's going on, how I'm doing everything, higher time frame, lower time frame analysis to make the decisions. So I would be doing that once obviously I get to the point of being able to do memberships. I think I can do memberships at the moment, but I don't think the channel is ready for memberships. So for the meantime, we're just going to be doing it in this kind of way. And it's important that I say this, so at least in the back of your mind, you know that there is a higher level of what I'm showing you, and I'm going to be bringing that to you, providing you're willing to obviously do what you need to do to get involved. So let's just zoom this in a bit, okay? Because where I've drawn this trend line, I am thinking of putting in a buy, right? I'm thinking of putting in a buy right now. So let's just see. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm thinking of putting in a buy. I am going to put in a buy. It's right here, so we're just going to jump straight in with a buy right at this level. Right at this level. So we're in with the buy. Where do I want my stop? So I want my stop over here, dead on. So we're 40 in, right? And then the TP, I'm gonna set it to, so this is the normal level where I would want the TP to go, right? So what's the ratio? Let's see what it says. So ratio is 2:7 risk reward. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to push the TP up to this level, okay, but a trailing stop will definitely come in at this level, right? So a trailing stop will come in at this level, and we'll see what happens. Let's just see if it does what I think it's going to do, or if it's just going to sting. And yep, it did what I thought it wasn't going to do, and it just stank. So it just increased my overall negative position. So whereas I was doing well before, now I'm still in a hole. So now I am still in a hole. I am still in a hole, and it's not looking good at all. Okay. So let's hit play. Let's see where we go. Like, back testing is so important, guys. Like, it is so important you do back testing. I cannot stress that enough, how important it is that you do back testing. Okay, I was thinking of taking the sell, but I missed it. Okay, so it's in there now. Okay, that's good enough for me. That is good enough for me. So I'm going to jump in at this level right now with a buy. So we've got a buy right here. And we've got the first zone. So I'm going to target up here actually, because I've lost a fair bit and I need to start getting it back. So let's see what happens. And one of the main reasons why I actually don't like trading the 5 minutes is that it is super difficult to trade the 5 minutes, man. It's not easy at all. It is not easy at all. Let's see if it's going to go beyond. Is it going to go above? Okay, so we've gone into the zone. Okay. So at this point, I would have a TP in the trade right now. I would literally have a TP in the trade, right? It will most likely be sitting under here. So you see where these levels are, because whenever I move my cursor over this, the information pops up. So just, you see this area right here? You see where I'm moving the cursor's underneath. All right, let me do it this way, because sometimes I'm doing it, I'm seeing it, but you guys just might not get what I'm saying. So you see this level right here? Let me make this clear. That's where my TP would be sitting right now, because it's got into that zone, right? So let's see what happens as we move forward. And if he doesn't do me dirty, come on, don't do me dirty. Please don't do me dirty. Don't do me. Oh, thank God. Okay, cool. It's doing this thing. Great. Great. So now I can actually move my TP to this level over here. So essentially, this was my first TP level that I would have targeted. Okay, this resistance support level over here, this thick line over here, that would be my second TP level, and this would be my third, right? And as it moves forward and it gets into these zones, this is where I'll be dragging my TP to. So far we've done a little bit better. Let me just see how much of a if we've done that, if we've done good, or if it's still done quite poorly. Okay, so I'm just visually looking at how many bets I've taken so far, and just to see if this is enough to put me to a break-even level. And I think if we get a little bit more pips, we definitely would have broken even. But let's just see what happens. So far, this is a winning trade. It's winning, it's secured, we've got nothing to worry about. It's all good. It's all good. Just don't die. Okay, cool. So it took me out. So it took me out right here. So say it took me out there, okay? Just leave this out of the way, keep this nice and clean. And now we're waiting for the following morning. And that would have been an overnight trade as well. So in the early hours of the morning is probably when I would have been taken out. Actually, wait. Yeah, let's say here. He came back down to that and took me out. Okay. So let's go. Okay, so we're in the zone. We're in the zone. Now, right now, it's getting kind of close to the 200 moving average. That's it right here. Okay, the red line right at the top, right? So I'm thinking there's a very good chance the price is going to reject the 200 moving average and continue to push down one more time. So what I'm going to do in that case is I'm going to put in another sell just under where price is right now. I'm going to move my stop to this zone right here, and I'm going to set my TP right here, and trailing stops will be activated once we go beyond this level right here, right? So let's hit play and let's see what he gives us. Okay, so we're in. I really hope it rejects it, man. I really hope it rejects it, because if it crosses, that's bad. Okay. So, risk management, right? So what I would do at this stage right now is I would now reduce the size of my stop and just keep it just above the 200 moving average. So we're just going to zoom in so at least you guys can see what I'm talking about. Actually, do you know what? In all fairness, this trade shouldn't even be happening. Yeah, it shouldn't even be happening. Disregard all this. This trade shouldn't be happening because we're only operating when we have the London and New York setup active, right? So yeah, there's a couple of things I've been doing that I haven't really been doing correctly, you know. My apologies, guys. My apologies. This is hella confusing behavior. All right, so we're going to get rid of this. We're not in a trade right now. We're not in a trade. So we're just going to hit play. Actually, let me speed this up. Times 3. Okay, cool. Now we're in the trade. So do 1. Okay. So this is the real trade. All I'll be doing is waiting, just waiting. Okay, so now it's in the zone. It's in a place where I can start working from. All right, so we're in the zone right now. That sell that I placed, that definitely was a solid sell, but it doesn't count. So I can see price is going to be falling down some more, right? It wants to head to this zone right here, okay, which is an important level, hence why it's colored blue. So we're going to put in a sell, do a market buy straight in, and I'm going to cover the whole of this zone over here, which is roughly around 40 pips. And we're going to drag this all the way down here. And like I say, if price gets to this level right here, that is when I'll be bringing in a trailing stop. So let's go and let's see what we get. Okay, so we're in. So far, so good. So we're actually in the New York time zone right now, or time frame. Actually, time zone. Okay. Okay, TP hit. Woo! TP hit. But in all fairness, I would have had a trailing stop, so it would have either hit that, or yeah, most likely would have hit that. But either way, I'm happy with the result. I'm happy with the result. So we've had a couple bad trades, right? We've had a couple bad trades, but we've done well. Overall, the risk management so far has been fantastic, right? So looking at the size of the wins so far, I would say we've made back all of our losses with a little bit of change. So now let's see what price is going to do now, because the New York session is still open, so there's still an opportunity for, okay. So what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to put in another sell. I could be wrong, but I'm going to put in another sell. I've got it in this zone. I'm going to make my stop quite tight because it's just outside of the zone. I don't want to risk too much in there, right? And I'm going to drag it down here. Same rules as before. Trailing stops at these levels. TP down here. Okay. Shit. Actually, no, let's be fair. I probably would have made it about 20 pips. Let's see if I've stopped out at 20. Did you stopped me at 20? Okay, we keep you at 20 pips. Yeah, I know it's a little bit of subtle skullduggery, but you know, yeah, I would have lost anyways. I wasn't gonna win it. Okay, cool. So I lost this trade, right? But I still think we're doing good anyways. I still think we're doing good. I tried to move the goalposts around and I still got stung. All right, cool. So we've lost that one. Let's see where it is. Okay, so at this stage right now, I want to see it leave this zone before I put in the trade. I want to see it leave this zone. Actually, do you know what? Where it is, nah, I don't like it. I want to see it leave the zone. Actually, not what the hell. Let's go for it. That's the point of the back test. Let's go for it. So what should I do? So right now we need to refer to the MACD. We need advice. This is a low point and this is a high point of the MACD. So if I want to buy, I want to wait. If I want to sell, I need to do it now. Okay, yeah, I want to sell. So I want to put in a sell. This will be the last trade for this video, right? So we're going to do a market buy. We're just going to do the stop a little bit high. We're just going to, that is 43. I don't like that. We're going to keep it to 20. And then we're going to bring it down, and all being well, that's the last trade of this video. I hope it does well. So let's hit play. Let's see what we get. Okay, hope it does well. Please don't hurt me. Okay, now because of the size, actually, no, what the hell? Yeah, let's let it go. I was gonna say because of the size of the stop, I would have brought in the trading stop about this level, but in all fairness, we're just gonna keep it moving. What is love? Come on, don't, please don't. All right, so there were moments when I could have got out with a little something, but obviously I didn't get out with a little something. So this backtest that we've just done, okay, just going by what I can see with my eyes, right, I would say that, hence why I don't do day trading. I prefer swing trading because this is nerve-wracking, right? So far we won 3 trades we won, and we lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 6 trades, loss, 3 trades won. Now, if you look at the size of the profits that was gained, okay, the losing trades kind of affected the winning trades. All right, that is a fair assessment as to what we've done. But what's important is, had I factored in everything that I know about trading, so higher time frame to gauge the direction of the overall markets, our the trades would have been I would have won way more than I would have lost. Right, that I can promise you. I would have won way more than I've lost. It's just that simply because I'm restricting myself exclusively to the 5 minutes. And like I say, should YouTube allow me to do membership, I would then be exposing the whole strategy as to how you would actually implement this, okay, to get the most out of it. And it actually would give you a really big win rate. Right, that I can promise you, definitely will give you a really big win rate. The only issue with it is that with it, you do want to implement trailing stops, so you have a very high win rate. Some wins will be super big, some wins will be super small, but overall you'll be winning a lot of the times, right? So with all of this covered, my awesome people from all over the world, thank you for coming over to watch another episode of the back test of the NASDAQ100. Okay, I'll be doing more videos like this, so you're going to be seeing more videos like this throughout, intermittently throughout. Sometimes you might get one every single day, depending on how I do it, or sometimes it just might just be spread out. But I'm going to be doing a lot more back testing videos for you guys to watch, and I hope it helps you with your trading journey. Okay, so if you found the video useful, right, don't forget to hit the subscribe button on your way out, turn on the notification, and drop us a like or leave a comment as to what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it. Just any feedback will be useful. I definitely would like that. If you found the content super useful and you want to support the channel, drop us a super thanks, okay? That will be greatly appreciated. So if you see value in what I've shared with you today, then you can definitely do that. I definitely will appreciate that, okay? And also you get some stickers as well. I think you get some stickers, so I'll definitely shout you out, whoever you are, should you do that. So I'll give you a big shout out and all the rest of it. So with all of that covered, my awesome people, I want to thank you for coming over, watching another episode. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. So for now, this is Pips and Points signing out.